Alright guys, I'm going to record what we did yesterday in class as far as text, text box, text position, and text rotation. Alright, so to get a text box like we did yesterday at the bottom lower thirds, you have to click and hold right here on the pencil and it automatically opens up, which would be the rectangle. So we started with a rectangle and we just click and drag across and creates our rectangle. Now what we need to do is change the color to it. So you click on effect control while I'm still clicked onto the rectangle. So click on effect control and we twirl down where it says shape, and then we click right here and then we change the color. Yesterday I just asked for a blue color, but some students chose the color that they wanted. And so that's how you get that blue color. Then what we did, well, if you play the video, you'll notice that there's nothing that really exciting that happens. So it's just a straight box, blue box. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some opacity to it. So we're still on the shape layer, so we scroll down into, we see opacity. So we have our timeline indicator at the very start of where this box would be, and we click to turn on opacity so we can start keyframing. We move forward in time right till the very end of that, and then we put our cursor in here and we type in 0 and we hit enter so that we can make 2 keyframes. Now the box will start and slowly dissipate. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a video transition to the front of this so that the so that the box doesn't start so abruptly. So you go to video effects, video transitions, and we're going to start with the iris diamond. It looks really, really nice at the front of it. There you go. Okay. And what we're going to do next is add text. So I'm going to add some text on here. Remember to click right here to add text, and I'm just going to type in the day of the week. Okay, something cool is happening here. I'm not able to add the text because if you notice where I'm at on the timeline indicator, I actually have to be above it. And then I'm going to click here and add text again. Pause this, hang on. So, whoops. Okay, I'm going to pause this again. I don't know what's going on. I have my text. Sorry, it's giving me trouble. So, text, yeah. So, I'm going to grab my pointer tool and expand this out just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my text on top of my text box that you saw me create, right? And I'm going to pull that backwards like that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to match the opacity for the text box. So in order to do that, we have to see what it is that the text box is actually doing. In order to do that, we have to click on it to bring it up. And so right there it says shape. So if you scroll down just a little bit, you can see the 2 keyframes, right? So that's what I want to see. And I'm going to twirl it up so that it gives me room. And then down here on the text, right, I have to click on it to bring it up. I'm going to twirl that open. Well, I guess this is not going to give me enough space to do it, so I have to keep both of them open at the same time, unfortunately. So here's my text, and here is my text box. Sorry, the text box is here. There it is, shape. Okay. So we're going to click inside of text, and then we're going to change the opacity. So we're going to start off at the same time. Oh, let's roll this down just a little bit. We're going to start off here for text. Opacity. We'll start it off at 100. Remember, we're going to move forward. At the very edge, we're going to change that to 0. Alright, so let's see what we got here. See if they kind of time up together. They both fade out at the same time. What I'm going to do is, this is text. Try to actually see if I can get both keyframes to start up the same. Alright, we'll let that be. The thing that we covered was position and rotation. So you see right here on my effect control, this is the text for this where it says weekend. So I'm going to grab my pointer tool, leave it up. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the position so that the text moves down. Okay. So in order to do that, we have to go down to where it says position. And this is the keyframe to move it down. So we click, okay, and then we're going to move forward in time. And now we're going to move this key, we're going to hold it, and we're going to hold down our shift key, so we're going to scrub this number. So if you hold down shift and you move it, it moves down quicker than it normally would, and we're going to stop there. So let's see everything that we've gotten together so far. So the text stops there. And when it stops about right here, I'm going to go to where it says rotation, and then I'm going to start rotation. So I click my keyframe, and then I move this forward, because when it gets to this point, I want it to start rotating, and I want it to start rotating this way. Then it stops. Okay. Let's see what we have. Okay. So that is how you create your text box out of a shape in Premiere. It's how you add text on top of a text box. This little guy right here is how you change position and how you add rotation. Okay. Alright, so these videos are going to, or they should help you if you get lost in this process. Thanks.